that we are better prepared than we have ever been. The sound is absolutely remarkable, and all we can do from here is just keep working towards that perfection.
Okay, getting some sugar in there. Nice. Nice tea. When I was actually asked to sing the national anthem of Bangladesh when I was in primary school. After I did, my mom took me on the rickshaw from the school directly to the music school, the Bengali music school, to sign me up. Year 12 was when I joined the New York Chamber Choirs. My friends in that choir nurtured me so much, and I especially remember this one very dear friend who's passed on to the next world. He really helped nurture my musical spirit. He always sang next to me in the choir. He was on my right ear. Whenever he wasn't in my right ear, I'd always not have my pitch right. Yeah, I really do miss him. With this involvement, I also wanted to get involved in the choral festival. You know, ever since I learned about the choral festival, these are more than just a group of people who like music. It's a group of souls who are fine-tuning their spiritual energies to this harmonious melody. This melody that's continuously playing, and all we're doing as souls is just tuning into it. It's like tuning into this God frequency almost. And the choral festival is one of the ways we can really break the barrier and show the people that, oh look, all we have to do is just open our hearts to listening to that melody. You get to see that through singing the words of God and through singing and practicing and speaking with people on Zoom and attending rehearsals, there's fellowship, there's love, there's friendship, there's all these beautiful and amazing feelings and emotions.
I think the first day for many first-timers especially is very powerful. We remember that first time in 2015, especially. That was our first one here. Everybody learns the music at home. And then you come together with people you've never seen in your entire life. You have no idea who they are, where they come from, and then you were all sitting there in the room and okay, let's sing this song, and bingo. This beautiful sound of 65 people just gels together, and it's just the most exhilarating experience that I would wish on anybody to come and join us and experience, because it's very fantastic. That first song that we sing together is really, really powerful. A choral festival, the way we're doing it now, is we're gathering a bunch of singers together. They learn the music at home in their own place. We know if they're from anywhere in Australia, in New Zealand. We even have some singers who join us from the United States. And so everybody learns the songs at home. And then we come here and we prepare. We have 3 days of intensive rehearsals every single day, and we try to put the music together, because it's one thing knowing your part, and it's one thing being able to sing it with other people singing different parts.
Powerful, 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 powerful.
You went back to your powerful, 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 yes?
Powerful, 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 powerful.
Woo! Let's do that again. Oh! You have to be so focused on your own notes that you don't get distracted by notes that other people are singing. And so that's a skill that is very important to learn how to do in order to have that singing in harmony, basically. Oh, now that's the power. And then here's the light diction. Here we go. So sing ah first. Ah, and then
Powerful, 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 powerful.
nice. You see that? That was excellent. You had the power, and the light is here, and you were all one voice. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so now let's go.
So it's not exactly on. Your hover is after hours as well. You go with the basses, Sima, at hover, at bar 34.
And also, if you look at your bar 39, you move to stretched before, after we do. It's actually different. So, yeah.
The aim of this choral festival is to imbue people with this love of choral singing, because there's a richness about singing in harmony that is just fantastic. The sopranos actually don't know much about this, because they always have the melody. But when the altos and tenors and basses get to sing harmony voices, not the melody, and they get to see the harmony that they're bringing to the melody, it's a really, really cool experience to be singing notes that are not the melody. And we want to bring that beauty to the world.
Very good. Ready? Okay. Starting from this note. 3, 2.
And then today's actually a fun day because we've worked really long hours yesterday, singing. This morning we have singing, and then this afternoon we're going to have a keynote speech by Milo, who's one of the members of the National Spiritual Assembly, and he's going to come and talk to us about singing in the community that like they do in Blacktown, where we know that everybody sings in Blacktown, and we want to learn and help the participants realize the power of singing as a community all the time, not just once a year at the Choral Festival.
Groups of families are getting together and sing. The friends are gaining confidence to get up in front of the whole community and sing and perform traditional dances.
We want this choral festival to imbued with the spirit and this knowledge of the power of music, and we want them to go back into their communities and fill their communities with the learnings that they have learned from here and the capacity that they've gained. Because there was a singer yesterday. She's an excellent singer. She sang last night at our devotionals in the temple. She sings beautifully, and yet she came up to me yesterday and she said, "I've gained so much confidence in my singing just from one day of learning about all these techniques, singing with other people." So, and we've heard from the past feedback where people come to the choral festivals and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I went back to my community and I started singing in devotionals. I started teaching songs to the children. And that's the influence that we're hoping the choral festival has, that people are going back with a renewed trust in themselves, capacity building. They've learned about singing. They know they can do it because they've heard themselves singing these beautiful songs with everybody, and we want to imbue all the communities with more music. Nadia, she has a wonderful story about how she was completely terrified of singing. You know, she would just do the shower singing. You know, this is the story of everybody. I think I sing in the shower and then that's it. That's where she was. It's an excellent story. And she was really nervous when she had to sing in front of other people. And so she joined Perfect Choir, and then she started gaining all these confidence because we were talking about vocal technique. She's like, oh, I can do that. And she saw how her voice grew and became, you know, improved. And now, not only is she singing a solo at the Choral Festival, and she has in the past, but she's also helping to lead the soprano sectionals, and she's also on the organizing team behind the scenes. She's helping with, you know, the volunteers and everything. So, you know, she's just been growing and growing and growing as we've known her.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of anticipation building up, practicing at home and feeling nervous about a couple of the songs that are, like, I find a bit tricky and more challenging. But now that I'm here, it's just so lovely. Meeting so many new people this year. About half of the participants almost are new. So it's lovely to meet new people. Very, very excited. I am a little bit nervous because I have a solo and we haven't practiced that song yet. So I'm anticipating that after the break. We're gonna run through that song. So just preparing myself for that. I get very nervous when I sing sort of up on stage, have a bit of stage fright, so just gotta see how that goes. But I've practiced enough, although I feel like I could have done more, but that's always gonna be the case. Just to give it my best and see what happens.
We've been here for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and this on a Saturday. Then we finally get to come to the house of worship. And the sound in the house of worship is completely different than the sound in any hall that we could practice in, certainly in the center where we've been practicing. So we need to hear ourselves in the house of worship, but not just hear ourselves. Like, that's a piece of it that's quite important, because we have to get used to the sound that we're producing. So we need to have some time in the house of worship where we get to sing our songs and see what needs to be worked on, see what needs still to be perfected. Basically, we're always trying to raise things to a higher level, and each of us has capacity to do our best. But for some people, that's, you know, very high. For some people, it's in the middle. For some, it's not so high. But when we're all together, all of those bits work together to make a really nice sound, because we support each other in that way. So we have to hear ourselves in the temple so that we can get the final sound that we're really looking for. This is the place that we have been practicing all of this for. We have been trying to get prepared so that when people come and listen to us, they will get not just a wonderful musical experience, but a spiritual experience, because they'll be touched by the Word of God sung to beautiful melodies and harmonies in the house of worship. It's a very special thing for them.
So singing hasn't always been a big part of my life, actually. So I wasn't brought up in a culture where singing was too huge. 16 and 17, those two festivals, I met somebody at the festival who initially was just, you know, hi, I'm Nadia, and mentioned his name, and that was it in the first year. And the second year he came back, and it wasn't until 2019 that we really connected, like reached out to each other, and we got to know each other a bit more. And it was mainly through the choir, because he attended choir. And yeah, we just thought, oh, let's make some music together and see how that goes. And we fell in love, and then we got married. I actually sang at our wedding, but it was a really important part of my life, getting married. We then moved to Queensland, and that was a huge part of our life. And then yeah, things were great. We loved life in Queensland. I got pregnant pretty quickly after moving there, and then yeah, our daughter arrived, and then yeah, tragedy struck, and my husband passed away. Yeah, it was an incredibly difficult time, really shocking for me. And I had a little baby and my older daughter. Yeah, and just like my whole life just went fell apart. Yeah. So, family and friends that flew up from Melbourne, including Loren. And I asked her, I said, this is really, really crazy, but can you sing with me at the funeral? I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I feel like I have to sing at his funeral. Given, music is such a big part of our life, and we sang together, throughout our whole marriage. It was short, but music was prominent. That was part of it. We sang a lot. If I can't make it through the song, it's okay. I just feel like I have to give it a go. It was a really, really brave thing for me to do. It was a huge step up, given I get stage fright. I really don't like singing in front of a lot of people alone. I've grown confidence doing it in choir now. I feel supported and I can do it. But when I'm alone or even just with one other, you're really exposed. So given it was a very vulnerable time for me, it was 11 days after his passing, I did fall apart about probably halfway or 3/4 through. I choked, and you will see Loren kind of put her arm around me, and she, really reassured me. And I just had a few moments quietly, and then closer to the end, I joined back in and I finished the song. So I feel like he was there with me, holding my hand, because I started and I ended. Really, for me, the Choral Festival brought us together, and for me, it's just, this is a beautiful moment to be here. It's part of my grieving and healing process to be here and remember him, and yeah, miss his presence for sure, and so do so many others. There's a lot of people had met him that also attended the festival before. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like we've done so amazing. My only, I get a little bit nervous around the emotions that are attached to this festival for me. We have a job to do, and that is to touch the audience. And as much as we will feel it as well, our job is to touch the audience. So I'm just going to have to take deep breaths and try and control my heart rate, and, I'll cry afterwards.
was really nice to see everybody come from all around the country, and also I think some friends came from overseas as well. And just seeing how they worked together over the last 3 days to put together such a wonderful pieces of music, and it harmonized so well. It was really uplifting actually.